Hi, it's Chris McClure once again from Lead Life Big Coaching and Leadership Training. We are in this journey together of looking at 7 key steps for preparing well for a leadership transition. And we've talked about the first 2 steps so far, which were to define the role and then define the key tasks. Today, in step 3, we are going to be talking about identifying the desired leadership characteristics and qualities that you need from this next leader. This is a important part because it's going to affect the culture. It's going to affect the future of your organization. And so part of this is asking good questions about what do you need from this leader, because leadership isn't just about getting things done. It is also about how and when things get done, and the how is often determined by the personality of the leader themselves. So you need to ask yourself some good questions like what are the good qualities from the previous leader that we want to make sure we carry over for the sake of the organization? What are the weaknesses that we need to shore up and replace and make sure that those weaknesses are fixed with a new leader? You need to start asking yourselves questions about, really having a picture of who this leader is. Darren Hardy, I mentioned him in my last video. He's had a great influence on me about so many things like this. But he tells the story that when he was wanting to get married, that he wrote a 40-page document with details of the woman he wanted to marry, down to the texture of her hair. I mean, some people might think that's crazy. But here's what happened. When he met her, he knew it was her. He didn't have any questions because he was so clear and detailed on who he wanted to marry, what this woman would be like, and it made it so much easier that his eyes were now focused on discovering her. And so if you were going to look for another leader to take the reins of your organization, you need to identify the qualities, the characteristics that you want that leader to have. This isn't necessarily about physical appearance, although physical appearance does matter to some level because of the image that your organization has, right? So it's not just an external thing. This is mostly about character, and it's mostly about personality and how this person will interact with your team, with your organization, with your constituents, whether it be customers, clients, if it's a nonprofit situation, how are they going to interact and interface with the donors and with those you serve? Whatever it is, you need to be clear about what does this person look like? What are the characteristics and qualities that they have? And so this step is very important because it's important to have the role defined, like we said in step 1. It's important to have key tasks defined. But if you get the wrong leader as far as characteristics and qualities, the character side of it, then those things really are not going to matter like they need to. And so getting this right is very important. So define the role, define the key tasks, and identify your desired characteristics and qualities of your leader so that how things get done is the way that you want them to get done. I look forward to connecting you next time on step 4 when we look into developing a timeline for how to make this transition happen well. So once again, Chris McClure from Lead Life Big Coaching and Leadership Training. I look forward to connecting you next time. Take care.